Well, gentlemen, I'm drunk, and I feel this is about the only time I can really tell this story. So here it goes. In Afghanistan, Marine Squad leader, on an extended patrol, basically just sit out there and watch the surrounding desert, occasionally catch a few guys and placing IEDs. About 01:30, checking up on my guys to make sure they aren't falling asleep or need anything. Get to my last Vic, guy in turret who says he's watching a group of about 5 guys walk to a compound in the distance on thermals. Technically, they were colder than the surrounding environment. Weird. Keep eyes on them since nothing else to do. The entire time, they are still heading to this compound in the distance. Get there. They spend about 5 minutes milling around outside. Looks like they go to the front gate a few times, but hard to see. Don't know how, but they got gate open, then sprint right inside. Hear distant gunshots. Call it in. COC says check it out. It could be Taliban attacking the locals. Get everyone up and ready. Blackout conditions, and move to the compound. Rolling up on compound. About 500 meters away. See a kid book it out of the compound. Runs straight out. Happens to be towards us. I say fuck it, flip on the lights. He sees our lights. Heads right for us even faster than he did before. Gets to us, starts screaming at us, and our turp is flipping out. Just as he got to us, 8 dudes came out of the compound and started sprinting towards us as well. Still 300 meters away, so he pop a star cluster at them to get them to halt. Still running. 200 meters away. Pop another. Kid is still babbling. Turp is screaming to shoot. Get on radio. Keep COC updated. They hit about 100 meters. Pin flare goes off. 50 meters. CO says it's my call. They are now in range of our headlights. All of them are covered in blood. I give the go-ahead. Too close to effectively use our 50s and marks to think fuck my turret's gunner, grab their saws instead. Whole squad had dismounted by then. Doc was checking out the kid. 8 dudes getting lit up by 3 saws and the rest of the squad mag dumping with their rifles. Needless to say, didn't take long since we're Marines and we generally don't miss. Check the bodies. All unarmed, but drenched in blood. More than could be accounted for with our 5-second one-sided firefight. Call it in. Had to check out the compound. Set up a cordon and take the dismounts and the turp up to the compound. Turp is screaming just to level the place with an airstrike. Freaking turps. Always saying we should use way more than we should. Sometimes they're right. At the gate, not forced open, but there was body parts right on the inside. Looked like one person got ripped apart. Real nasty. Worse than when I saw that chick ripped in half from a mortar. Guns up, clearing the rest of the compound. Everyone inside either has their guts ripped out, arms ripped off, necks torn out, or otherwise dead and dismembered. Call 'em what we found. COC tells me to stand by, smoke a couple cigarettes. Turp is asking me when the airstrike is coming in. COC finally gets back and tells me that a special human exploitation team is coming out to assist. What? We got a kid who is basically in shock and a whole bunch of dead bodies. Whatever. They want us to wait. We'll wait. COC says also not to go back into the compound. Could be rigged with IEDs. Thanks for the timely warning, intel guys. We wait about 45 minutes when I get a call from a helo asking us to mark an LZ for them. Alright. Don't know why they couldn't just drive out here. Hope we don't have to drive them back to whatever FOB they came from after they're done. Helo shows up, lands, drops 3 dudes off, then takes off. Hello, Captain Anon. I'm Major So-and-so. I heard you had something interesting for my team. Give him a rundown of the events leading up to the shoot order. Did you go inside? Yes, sir, we did. We conducted a full search of the compound. Found nothing. He gets quiet, goes over to the bodies, uses blue light on his flashlight to check out the bodies. Blue light makes it easier to see fluids like blood and oil at night. He calls his 2 guys over, says a few words, and they drop their packs and start changing into mop gear. Think rubber suits, rubber boots, rubber gloves, and gas mask if you don't know. Tells me to just wait. More waiting. They go inside, spend 5 minutes, and then 5 to 8 gunshots. Real quick. Probably different people shooting simultaneously. Oh shit. Without thinking, I grab a couple of my guys and book it to the compound again, calling out for the major. Oh fuck. If we missed a spider hole or something and got them killed, we are fucked. On the first one through the gate, and just as I got through, one of the guys steps out in front of me and says everything is fine. They just had a negligent discharge. He also says they found an IED manufacturing room and that we should leave since it isn't safe. and that they are doing the same. What? Who the fuck just accidentally shoots off 8 rounds? And we sure as shit didn't miss something as big or important as IED components. They finish up. Hilo comes back and picks them up. We head back to the base, get redirected to a larger FOB halfway there. No explanation, just told to go link up with the captain. Already exhausted, we get there at like 0800. As soon as we called in for permission to enter friendly lines, we get told to wait. Again, 30 minutes sitting in front of this gate, waiting. Finally get waved through, and we are immediately directed to a staging area to the right on the inside of the wire. Guys are standing there in mop suits. Get told to dismount and shed our gear. Apparently, Major found evidence of possible chemical weapons in the IED factory, so we need to be scrubbed for exposure. We get shuffled into some makeshift showers, where we strip down, hand off all our gear to dudes in mop suits that clean it, while we ourselves get a nice freezing cold bleach shower in what amounts to basically a few tarps hung up for a semblance of privacy from the rest of the FOB. After it's all said and done, they had given every last bit of our gear and ourselves a full scrub. We got different vehicles because it would take them longer to do, plus replacing the cruise systems and other electronics in them. A few weeks go by, and we get sent on some convoy off into a major FOB. Get told whole squad has to go to medical to check in for any adverse reaction from exposure that night. Gets blood drawn. Nothing. I went on patrol near where that compound was later. Nothing left but a crater. All the locals stayed away from it too. And that, my friends, is my story. I can elaborate why I think shit was not on the level due to the minor details. You don't use bleach to clean up chemical weapons. That's for biological stuff only, etc. But there it is, mostly uncut, and from my perspective at the time.